Okay, so welcome to Let's Talk the Euro edition. So today's episode, we're going to be doing England versus the Germans. And we've got special guests, Riccardo and Nissi. How are you boys doing, all right?
Yeah.
Good. So, yeah, we'll just kick it off. So, obviously England got Germany in the next round. What are you thinking? We've got a chance. We're going to go through. Rick, do you want to go first?
Yeah, well, I think I've got a chance because this Germany team's not like as good as like the ones that you see previously in tournaments. And what I mean by that is, like defensive wise, they're all over the place. You've got an aging Matt Hummels now, who don't think he's that good enough anymore like he used to be. So if you get pace to run it in, I think they'll be in trouble. You've got like the attacking force are not the same anymore like they used to be. Muller. He's not the player like he was a few years ago, where he gets them goal poaching goals. He's completely changed his role. He's not even in the box anymore. They play with like a false nine. Got Havertz there really, and Werner comes on when he wants, like to start. I think England have got a chance. Definitely got a chance. I can't see why not. If England get the tactics right, if Southgate thinks if he goes with one DM and not two, they can do it.
What do you think, though? That's what I mean. So, what do you think? What do you think Southgate's tactics are going to be? Like what?
Well, basically, he's got to match Germany. I reckon and go with three at the back: Walker, Stones, and Maguire.
Do you reckon he'll change it now, though, or do you reckon he'll stick with the
four?
He's
got to match him. No, I think you've got to match him man for man.
Be very brave if he changes it. Very brave.
I don't think he will change it now. I think he'll stick with the four now. Yeah, and that's like in the World Cup, he stuck with the three. He had the three the whole way through, didn't he? He won't change it.
You can't have the four because you've got to have the three and have the extra man in midfield because Cruz will just run Phillips and Rice ragged. Tony Cruz, his experience, he'll just run and that's why they need that extra man in there for protection. If they play that three, at least they like cover. If they leave that two, and if they leave Rice and Phillips there, I'm sorry, Tony Cruz is controlling that like there's no tomorrow. And Gundogan. Them two are better than Rice and Phillips. So
Gundogan's not. He's not been playing great for Germany, has he? Gundogan.
No,
but he still does the job. Do you know what I mean? He just does the job. He just gets about. He just gets there down. He just does the job. What no one wants to do, really.
Germany as well, Gundogan. He's got a different role than he has at City.
Yeah.
Which
yeah.
They can tell it's slightly different, but he still, like I said, he still puts in work. I don't know with this German side. I'm like 50-50. I feel like they've been tested every single game they've played, so they're going to be ready for this game.
If it's a Germany what played Portugal, then yeah.
They look different.
What played France.
But the team that played Portugal though, like they just looked like the goals that they were scoring were brilliant goals, like well worked, like really flary, like really attacking. And at Hungary it was completely different. So it's just what Germany get really.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, anything can happen with Germany by the looks of it. Yeah. That Hungary game, I don't know. They had that 5-minute spell where they I don't know what happened when they scored and they conceded straight away. That was strange. I don't understand how that happened, but I feel like the way Germany is set up, they're a well-oiled machine at the minute, and it's going to be for England. It's going to be a nervy start, and if they don't start properly, Germany might punish them. Do
you reckon it might be worth England sitting back and letting Germany play a little bit and catch them on the break? Sterling might catch them on the break.
I think so, but I don't think they'll do that. I think Germany will be the team that sits back. I think Germany will be the team that sits back. It could be. That's why I think it'll be a boring game. To be fair, both teams will just sit back. Whereas I don't know. I think if England go out and attack, then it's England's to win. But I don't think they will. I think both teams will sit back and they'll go penalties.
What I've seen so far of England, I don't think England will go all out attack. I think it'll be very conservative. And I'm just basing it on what I've seen in the past 5 games. They've not really, even against Czech Republic, you say that was probably our most attacking performance, and second half didn't even have a shot.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I mean. That's why I don't think it's going to be a very end-to-end game. It's just going to be both teams just sitting back, hoping for one breakthrough, one penalty, one free kick, or any set piece like that. That might give them an opportunity to bring a couple of lads forward, but I don't see it being an exciting game. It should be on paper. It should be. Both teams got really good players, but don't know. He don't start Sane either, does he? So
no.
Yeah, but he's awful, Sane. He's awful.
No, I think he's.
They played yesterday. And, it's like that.
I think he tries too much. It seems like he does try a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Like if he was at City, he would not be playing like that. Still, he's shallow to play like he was there. He's a bit arrogant as well. Like he's made it already. Like he's a good player, but he's been awful this tournament. What I've seen him play. Shocking. So was Gnabry.
Yeah, he ain't done anything. There's quite a few for Germany actually. Like, well, obviously Werner. Like, he just had a terrible season, hasn't he? But
yeah, he doesn't deserve to be.
I think Germany are there for the taking. Me honest,
I think that as well. Yeah,
I don't think this is a strong German team.
No, it's not. I think it's a well-drilled German team. I think they know what they need to do to get through. I don't get me wrong. They're not a great side, but I think they know what they need to get through. If they need to take it to penalties, they will take it to penalties. If they need to take,
but you're not guaranteed though, are you? It's just a luck of the lottery.
Yeah. But it's a bit like the Hungary game. They knew they needed a draw to get through, and then look at them, they powered through and got that draw, even though they were struggling to score goals for the first half. But
they concede a lot of goals about Germany. They do concede a lot of goals.
But they concede goals against teams that attack, and England don't attack. That's the thing.
Well,
Hungary were a bit more counter-attacking, though, weren't they?
Yeah, very counter-attacking. Yeah, true. So maybe England could be the same, but it'll leave England open if they do counter-attack and don't get the goal.
It'd be interesting if England score first. Will they go to attack, or do they always sit back? Don't they? After
they score, they're sitting back. Yeah, they're not going forward.
It's like 2 years ago in the World Cup. Remember against Croatia in the semi-final, they got that early goal with Trippier, and then after that, it was there for the taking. Croatia could have looked leggy, but England has sat back and let them into the game.
It was the same with Sweden. If you remember the Sweden game as well, when they were obviously 2-0 up, but it was very much Sweden then started pounding England, like creating a lot of chances.
Mentality that needs to get out of it. Like the best form of defense is attack for it.
Yeah.
England's got attacking. Look at all that. They got Kane, who finished the highest assist and Golden Boot in the Premiership. Sancho's got loads of assists in the Bundesliga. Foden got assists. Everyone, but they don't do. Look at other teams. Look at De Bruyne, how he plays for. He assists Lukaku and all that, and he does it. Carries his game from the club to the international. Why don't the England players do that? I don't understand how they can't do what they do at the clubs at that level.
But just on Jadon Sancho, I don't know what it is with him, but he just does not look the same in an England shirt.
No, he had 8 minutes to play. You can't count that.
No, but I mean, before, he's had games before, hasn't he? Like, he had the friendly before, he didn't really do anything. But I mean, and I'm just going off like stats, like in the Bundesliga, what would he get, like 15 games he scored, like 7 or something, and so many assists at the end? That's what I'm basing it on.
I don't know, I think you need to give players like Sancho a chance.
I agree with that, though, yeah.
You can't give him 8 minutes and then... What's the point of bringing him to the Euros?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
there's no point. Like he's taking the place of someone someone else. You're 0-0 against Scotland, and you don't put Sancho on. Like, what's the point?
Yeah.
Why have you brought?
Saka had a good game.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
but
those guys deserve it, though.
But I feel like Sancho could have had a good game if he got the opportunity. He's not had the opportunity to have a good game.
For him not bringing him on against Scotland, I said that on the Scotland podcast. I just never understood that one. No. You needed some attacking players to come on, and he didn't do anything. It would be on me. But yeah, and just on them players, there's quite a few players that won't even get a game this tournament. And it is really Ben White. Why did you take him?
Yeah,
like Conor Cody. I mean, I know you have to have a defensive backup, but like take one of them. Don't take two. Like. Take a Lingard. Lingard would have played for me this tournament.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I feel like players like Lingard who always wanted to get the ball, bring him in for the last 15, 20 minutes of the game. If you're struggling to get anything from the game, but I don't know. This German side, similar to England, really, they're not turned up.
I don't even think it's about like Lingard bringing him in. I think it's about Southgate and what he wants his players to do. Like, if you look at England, it's just pass sideways.
Yeah.
Harry Kane comes deep, gets it in that midfield, and then it goes sideways back. It's just like Harry Kane, you stay up there. You're not playing for Tottenham now. You've got players who are better than there. You stay up there and trust these guys to get it to you in the box.
I feel like, though, with Kane, that's what he did for Spurs, though. He dropped in.
Yeah, he did. He dropped it, yeah.
It worked for him, but I don't know. For some reason, it doesn't work for England.
No, but for the Tottenham, they're a very counter-attacking team under Mourinho, and it worked because like you had Son and Mora who'd like bomb forward. He could drop deep, and them two would bomb forward. Whereas England, they're keeping the ball a lot more. He's dropping deeper, but then when you're looking to put the ball in the box, there's no one there. Do you know what I mean?
Sterling's always making a run. He loves running. That's all he does. He just runs.
Yeah.
He's not finding him though. But then again, he's actually not finding him. He did the same thing again. Didn't he? When he could have squared it to Sterling, but decided to take the shot and missed.
Yeah.
Well, one thing's worrying me. I hope City do not get Kane because if him and Sterling that same team, they don't pick for England. They're not going to do
100 million already. He's 100 million already.
They've had Foden, Kane, and Sterling up front. That could be City's front three next.
And Grealish. Well, Grealish as well. Because rumours for Grealish, aren't there?
I think this is a rehearsal for Pep. This is a rehearsal for Pep.
Imagine if that is City's front three. That is.
But England. Let's say like England win the World Cup and Harry Kane ends up being Golden Boot winner. Pep will be like, "This is unreal. This I've got a right team."
Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand how like it doesn't click up there. Like, I don't know. You see other teams where they've got the togetherness and all that. It's like England, they don't play for each other, they don't trust each other. It's all like full of individuals with big egos, and it's not good. Do you know what I mean? I think they put like, I play for this club, I'm a big, look what I done last season. And put that aside, you're one team now. And just get on and just play for each other, man. They don't kill for each other in that team.
No.
They don't throw each other under a bus. You know what I mean? They throw each other under a bus. They don't kill for each other.
I feel like Pickford's putting is all.
He's been. I think Pickford's been brilliant. To be fair, I think he's done a really good tournament.
I think so.
That's when you know things are bad when you when you keep outstanding player. That's when you know of all them players and Pickford's the best. That's when you know you're in trouble.
That's true. But you know what? This could be a good tactic for Southgate, though. Make teams think that England are beatable, and then they come to the games obviously not fully prepared for England. England win 1-0, get to the final. Anyone's game, then, isn't it? When you get to the final, you've got a good route to the final as well. I think it's either
Ukraine. Ooh, Ukraine.
But what do you? We're still in.
I feel like I can't believe that. I can't believe
it. We're still in. Come on.
England, they could play England.
All three of our teams are in. All three of our teams are still in. That's crazy.
What do you think to the route that England have got to the final?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say anything. The same thing happened in the World Cup. The same thing happened in the World Cup.
Yeah, so did you hear what Simon Jordan said about the four-leaf clover? He said that Gareth Southgate must have one of them because he's the luckiest manager alive. Like, he had the route in the World Cup and the route in the Euros as well. Like,
so lucky. And if he beats Germany, because out of them three teams, everyone wanted Germany, really, didn't they? Out of France, Portugal, and Germany, everyone wanted Germany. So he got what he wanted out of them three teams. And then after that, you got Ukraine or Portugal, and then you got, I think it's
Sweden. No, you got Ukraine or Sweden, and then you've got Netherlands or Czech Republic after that.
Exactly. So that route, I mean, not sure about the Netherlands. You're not going to like this, but I don't think they'll beat the Netherlands. But I think their route is achievable to get to the final. But I don't want to say nothing because they will.
Do you think they have to get to the final, or it'll be a failure?
Have to. With that route, you have to.
And with that team as well, they've got the
no one's seen the World Cup as a failure though. Getting to semis, I thought that's a failure.
Yeah, against Croatia, yeah.
I thought that's a failure, but everyone's seen that as a really well done Southgate for getting to the semis. I was like, that route was a route to the final.
We lost 3 games. We lost 3 games in a tournament and got to the semis.
Well, great, but everyone did done magical.
It's what?
The World Cup route, like.
You keep breaking up on them. What do you say?
But everyone applauded Southgate like he'd done something special. But that route, we should have really got to the final and tried to do something against France. But I know France is a different team. But I feel like that's what he should have. That's his goal for this tournament anyway, is to get to the final. Especially with that route he's got. Anything less than the final. for that.
Maybe England overhyped though. Maybe people might have. They're not as good as people think. Really, not won nothing since years. You know what I mean? And then obviously, because in England we like them, the media get them overhyped. Are they really that good? Really?
They have to be. They're all Premier League players. They have to be the best league in the world. In the world,
nothing.
I think no, but I think this year they definitely have got one of the best squads. This year, I think I'm looking at I'm looking at a team like you can name them like a couple of years ago you couldn't name them like you could now. Like they've got a really good squad this year. The back four. But I mean, it's weird doing it because the strongest part of their team is going forward, but the best part of our team is being at the back.
Yeah.
So don't you think like Declan Rice is a bit overhyped? So he's not all that really.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's at West Ham for one season. Come on, it's not like you won't class him as like yes, he's going to be like. Do you know what I mean? You get overhyped too easily, but he's had one good season and that's it.
A CDM that plays for another CDM. I don't think.
Don't mention Yorkshire Paylo though. He's unreal.
Like, next season, you won't even hear some of these guys. They'll just stay under the radar and all that. Like, how come you've got to change it? Like, when they're not doing good, you've got to change them. You've got a bit about you as a manager. Get it done. If Kane's not scoring, don't play him. Don't care if the cat's or not. There's better players who can try and in the teams change it up. That's what you've got to do sometimes.
Would you change Kane?
I would, yeah. Because his job. What's his job? What's his job as a striker?
For the strikers you've took, I wouldn't change Kane.
All right. If that was Calvert-Lewin, and he had 3 games, he had done that, and he went.
Yeah, I'd take Calvert-Lewin out, but I wouldn't take Kane out because I think Kane. There's a chance that Kane can deliver. Whereas
he's not done it. No, it's never mind. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. He's not coming.
Why would you not take Kane?
He's not world class, Kane.
Oh,
I think he is.
He's not. All right, okay. Like, your world class players like your Ronaldo's, and look at him. He's 36. Don't do nothing, but just does something in that. Kane doesn't even do what he don't. That's what world class is. A guy who can change a game on his head by himself. Don't matter what form he's in or nothing. Ronaldo can be goals for 90th minute, but just do something.
Yeah.
That's what world class is. Messi or something like that can do. Just pass me the ball. I'll do something. When have you seen Kane say, "Pass me the ball"? I'm going to do something.
Yeah, you know what?
Everyone's like, "Oh, he's not getting the service. He's not going to do it." World class player never says about, "I'm not getting no service. I'll do it myself."
Yeah. Look at Lewandowski. Look at the team.
I mean, look at Lewandowski carrying Poland. He's got 2 bangers.
Yeah, true.
He's not saying.
I agree.
He ain't got the service like. He ain't got Sancho, Sterling, and all them players around him. Him. Look, he gets the ball and he does something. Individual brilliance. That's what I mean. That's what makes you stand out from world class. So not Kane.
I agree. I agree with you that he's like. I don't feel like he can change a game like a Ronaldo or a Messi, that type of thing, where he can turn a game on his head. But I think for what he does, when he's playing for Spurs and what he does, I think he is world class for what he does as a striker.
All right.
I mean, Man City are willing to pay 100 million plus for him.
Save England have Lewandowski or Kane to choose from. Which one would you pick?
Come on, simple.
No, Matthew, Luke. Which one's more? If they're both world class, which one would you like?
For who? Who am I picking them for?
Lewandowski or Kane to lead England's line?
Well, at the moment, you pick Lewandowski because he's scoring goals. Like Kane's not scoring.
The last 5 years, you would have had Lewandowski any day.
What if Lewandowski scored 40 goals this season and Kane scored 40 goals, and you had to play one of them in that position? Who would you play? Who's going to do it for you?
Yeah, you would pick Lewandowski. You would pick Lewandowski. Yeah, you would.
Lewandowski, you know what? Yeah, Kane's not world class. He's right.
He's not world class. He's good, but he's not world. He's not elite. He's not elite. He can get to that level, but he's not there. I'm telling you, he's good. Don't get me wrong. He's England's best striker because they've got no one else. But he is good. Don't get me wrong. He's best in the Premiership, like English scores and that. But he's not like world class to me. Sorry. That name gets pulled about too much.
If you put Harry Kane into the Man City team and he scores 40, 50 goals in a season, because, I mean, City are a brilliant team. He's playing in a brilliant team, and he's scoring 50, 60 goals in the season, would you then call him world class?
No.
No, that's not
because I think for what he does,
that's not world class. That is like a good player, because he's got them players around him. If he done it at Fulham or something like that, and it's just him because he's got shit players, then you think, wow, this guy's world class. That's what I'm trying to say. How Lewandowski did it with Poland, because them players are not even named off as good. And look, he's scored more goals than Kane.
That's mad. With Poland's team as well. He scored more goals than Kane.
Kane's good, but how many world-class players are in England's team, really? Like, who's world-class in that team?
I think they're getting there. None of them are there yet.
But I mean, but if you said what players could put a game, change a game, I'd say Jack Grealish and Foden could. I think they can. I think they can. Jack Grealish definitely can. Like, he can change. Jack Grealish, I mean, every game he's played for England, he's done, like, when he started, he's done something.
You said,
do you know what I mean? Like, one of them wingers like Dembele for France and all that. He just does them little switch, you know, like kind of wing. He's better than him. I'm just saying, he's in that category of just like, you know what I mean? All he does is get fouled and all that, and just does a little.
I don't think he's world class. I don't think Grealish is world class.
I don't think he's world class. I don't think he's world class. But yeah, but I mean, I didn't say that. I said, like, I feel he's a player that can change a game, but he's not world class. But I feel he can change a game. I mean, even with the fouls he creates, like, he influences the game. He doesn't sit out of the game type thing. Do you know what I mean? But I wouldn't say he's world class now.
I get that. But yeah, what formation do you reckon England then have to go against Germany? 4-3-3?
5 at the back.
He won't change it. I can promise you. He won't change it. It'll be the same team. It'll be the same team that beat Czechs.
Do you reckon? No Mount in it?
No. Well, he's isolating. I don't even know if he can play for him.
Oh, he's not back. No. Is he not back?
He's allowed to be back. He's allowed to play, but
would you not bring Foden back in?
He won't. He'll keep Saturday third.
Or would you?
I'd play Foden, but I'd probably play him in the centre, but I'd drop you 2 CDMs and have 1 CDM.
Which one would you drop?
Well, I'd drop Rice and keep Yorkshire Taylor.
Oh my God, no way.
He played well against Czechs. He played well. You can't say he didn't.
To be fair,
Gareth Southgate, he adores him. He adores him.
No, you're deluded. You can't tell me Phillips is going to hold that role on his own. No way.
He can hold it. He holds it for Leeds.
No, for Leeds.
Against Tony Cruz.
Leeds.
He'd have him in his pocket.
Oh my God.
Well, he did. Well, he did. He held it against Man City away from home. He held it against Man U at home, and we drew with you and beat you. So he can't have done that bad.
United 6-1.
6-2, and that was ages ago. We had injuries. You can't tell the road you didn't beat us.
I'm sure Matt Tomlin ran him ragged.
Exactly.
No. I don't even think you played Phillips. Phillips didn't play that game, I don't think.
Oh, right, I'll let you off then.
I actually don't think he did, to be fair. I actually don't think he did. He played when we played you at home.
No, I agree, though. You have to play one of them, like Rice or Phillips in at the end. I would play 3 at the back. I would match Germany man for man. That's what I would do. Because if Cruz, like I said, if Cruz gets hold of that midfield and sprays it about and all that, and then technical players and Gundogan control that midfield, then England in trouble.
I think just keep it the same.
You've got to play Walker, really. You've got to play Walker for pace from Gnabry or Sané. He's not the best defenders, but he's got good recovery. Walker. At least he can keep up to Sané or Gnabry.
I think to keep it the same, because you're just going to over-confuse it if they change it again. I think they'll just.
What do you do?
I think they'll complicate it. If he was going to do anything, he would have done it in the first 3 games. If you're going to change it up, he was going to get 3 points against Croatia, then change up for Scotland, and then maybe try something different for the Czech Republic game. But they just did the same thing for all 3 games. No way, no point changing it now. Just to risk maybe losing out.
I mean, I don't think he will change it. I see the point of maybe he should, just because you look at the teams we faced. You only need 2 centre-backs for the teams we face. They're not really attacking teams, are they? Where Germany are a different team. They're more attacking. So maybe you need that extra cover. That's what I'm going to say. I don't think he will, though. I don't think he will.
He didn't need 2 CDMs, but he still did that. I feel he did that to try obviously he's not done it for them teams, really, surely. Like, you can't have put 2 CDMs on against Scotland. He's done it to see how it works. And for him, it sort of clearly worked. And I think he'll go for that for Germany as well. I think he'll just go with 2 CDMs.
I say 3 at the back. I say Walker, Stones, and Maguire at the back. I say 3, definitely, and play with 2 wing backs.
Who do you wing backs be?
Well, it's got to be Shaw on it because Chilwell can't play.
Yeah. What about the right?
Saka. You could play Saka there.
No, I wouldn't. Just because not defensive. It's just not defensive enough, though. I think
on the right.
No, but I think Shaw's more of a on the left. I'd say Shaw because he's more of a defender than Saka.
He might bring Trippier back in.
Yeah,
I said Reece James. I think Reece James might do all right.
If you play Reece James, Walker, at least that side, the left,
he's like covered.
Time there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? On the other side.
In the middle?
Huh?
Did you play Maguire in the middle, on the left-hand side?
Yeah, no, 3 of them, yeah. Play Maguire in the middle, or Stones on the left of him, or Maguire on the left, Stones in the middle, and Walker on the right.
I thought, just on Maguire, I thought the Czech Republic game, I thought he was a massive upgrade. It felt like he was a massive upgrade to Mings.
Yeah.
Just because he was passing the ball forward, whereas Mings, I thought Mings did really well, but he's a bit more of a, he'll just get in your way and just head every ball and clear it, whereas Maguire was a bit more of a, I felt a bit calmer on the ball, do you know what I mean? And passing them forward and...
He's better on the ball.
Like England have got, like, if England get a corner, believe it or not, Maguire's one of the best in the air, I think, in the team, so he can even score a goal. He's decent. Proved it for United and all that. It's a nuisance.
They try with United. He never scores them, does he? He scored like 1 in like...
He gets them, like, he does get a good climb and all that, do you know what I mean? So...
Yeah.
I reckon he should change it to 3 at the back. I would, and just match him man for man Germany, because I think England could get him then. If he plays that 5 at the back, that's just inviting pressure on. And how much
so for you,
on.
Who would you go for your 3 up top?
I would go Foden, Kane, and probably Sancho.
See, I would.
There's not a chance he'll pick that. He won't pick that though, will he?
That's what I mean. What's the point of taking him if you're not going to do?
Sterling's getting picked. Sterling's the first one.
I know, but I don't.
He's got 2 though, hasn't he? It's hard to argue against it at the moment, but I don't think he should be in the squad.
Obviously, I'll have. I would play Phillips and not Rice actually, and have like Grealish there and.
No way.
Don't know. I was going to say Henderson, but I don't know if he's fit enough.
No way.
No, they need someone like him that experience in midfield. It's a shame that he hasn't played enough minutes because they would have done with him in midfield for that experience.
I'd play Grealish over Foden, you know. I'd play Grealish. And you know what? Fuck Kane, you know. I'd probably put...
No, listen, that's a possibility. You could have a false 9. You could have a false 9 in that team.
Yeah.
You may as well. It does feel like you may as well at the moment because Kane doesn't really do it. He's not doing anything.
You can have Foden, Sterling and Sancho up front.
Yeah. Play Foden as a false 9.
Do you know what I mean? Because he's done it for City. They both they know how to play that role.
Yeah.
It's not like it's new to it. That is a possibility as well. But then you think, what's the point of taking Calvert-Lewin in that? And that comes into it really like...
I'd start Calvert-Lewin just to cause a bit of trouble.
I wouldn't. I'd rather go Foden as your false 9. I just don't really rate Calvert-Lewin.
All right, Luke, say if England don't go through against Germany and Kane didn't score and all that, like, what would you? Where would you go from here? Where would they go from here?
What? Who would they put up front?
Would you take him to the next World Cup again next year and start him?
There's only one player that can take that role.
Who?
Patrick Bamford. I'm joking.
You know what?
I don't understand it though. Like, Kane can go for a tournament without scoring or no shots. As soon as Sterling don't have a shot all game, they're on his back. He's a winger.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. But Kane, he can do anything. He's got a free hit in that team.
I don't get it.
It's wrong. None of them should have a free hit. Everyone should be fearing for the place.
Yeah.
You got guys in there who can do anything and can just play. Look at Portugal, Bruno Fernandes. You're not starting, mate. How good you are. Look what happened. Southgate needs to grow a pair and say, Kane, as much as your captain, I trust you. He's too pally-pally with him, I think.
Yeah. I think that as well. But I think with Southgate, he has had a lot of luck. And I think the whole 4 right-back thing, then Alexander gets injured, so he sort of gets away with that. Then it was Mount and Chilwell have to get isolated. So then he brings in Grealish, who has a really good game in central midfield. And I feel he does rally. Look, and you watch, Kane will get COVID. And then he'll be able to drop him. And then England will win. Calvert-Lewin will score a hat-trick. And Southgate will be Messiah again.
He will get COVID. You know what?
What do you guys reckon? Go on, sorry, Nissi.
Penalties. 1-1 penalties.
Would it surprise me?
1-1 penalties. And
I could see 1-1. I could see 1-1.
Anything can happen in penalties, but I think it'll be penalties.
I could see England taking the lead and Germany equalising.
Yeah, I would have seen.
So if England fail though, and they don't make it through and they get knocked out, is that Southgate getting sacked on a Wednesday, or do you reckon he'll stay there till after the World Cup? Is he? I think he'll stay. Because he's a yes man.
Yeah, he
can't stay. He can't stay after losing that.
Who would you get though, Nissi? Then if he's gone, who would you get? Who's available?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I don't know who's available. I don't know who's available, but I don't know. There's got to be managers out there. Who's just left? Didn't Roy Hodgson?
Conte.
Yeah.
Get him in.
Yes. I don't agree with that. You know, like, not agree. I don't understand how a team can have a manager from a different nation. Like, it's just conflict of interest.
It don't matter as long as they win.
Conte's got Italy in the World Cup final. He's going to want to beat Italy.
Yeah, it's his own personal pride.
Yeah, but like football managers support. Like, so I was saying, if Solskjaer went to go manage someone else and played United, would he let United win?
No, different. This is your whole nation. This is whole nation. Luke, England, you're the manager of Belgium, right? And you've got England in the World Cup final. They haven't won since '66. You're telling me you're going to try and beat them?
Yeah, they aren't winning. They aren't beating me.
No way.
Listen, same question to you. You're a manager of Belgium. You're playing England. You're playing Holland in the final or something, yeah?
Fuck Belgium, man. Come on, Holland.
If you win.
Not a chance. What, you playing like all your goalkeepers?
Listen. If you win, you get 4 mil in your bank account.
No. You know what?
Oh,
winning the World Cup is so big for a nation that hasn't won it. It's massive for Brazil, Italy. Yeah, they've won it loads of time, but England, Holland, these guys, they've not won one, and they deserve to have a World Cup under their name. They haven't won one in a long time. They deserve one. And you're telling me you're going to take that away from them? No.
Yeah, but other managers have done that. There's been loads of
hated guy in England if you try that.
Don't matter. I'm a god in Belgium. It don't matter. I was in Belgium. I'm a god.
No way. You'll never be.
What if Southgate managed Holland and he got into a World Cup final against England? What would you say? Who would you want?
I'd be annoyed because I'd be like, "Fuck, he's gonna try and fuck us over here. He's gonna try and fuck us over."
No. If Southgate was the Holland manager and you played England in the World Cup final, you wouldn't care who your manager is. You would care about winning. And
I know, get that. But as a Holland fan, yes. But as a manager of a different nation, that's conflict of interest. That Mourinho is a big Portugal fan. You're telling me Mourinho was England manager against Portugal? Come on.
No, but you wouldn't take the job though. If you were that bothered, you wouldn't take the job.
No,
I don't think they would be that bothered. If Conte got offered 14 million to manage England, he'd take it.
Nah, not to beat.
Of course he would.
Everything's money. Everything's money.
No way. No way. The Italians will slip him a bit slipping double just to lose it.
This is, put this way, say there's another talk show like this one, what Luke's got, but another guy says, come on, mine, I'll pay you like so much to come on every time. You'd be like, bye, guys.
Bye.
That's not a World Cup, though, is it? That's not a World Cup. That's like the whole nation.
Wait, this channel's a World Cup. What are you on about?
This is
World Cup.
It's not no conference chat. There's not no conference cup. This is the actual thing.
Look, you'd actually beat England in the World Cup final.
Yeah, of course I would.
You're mad. You're
If you've never
mad.
done Championship Manager, obviously
Right.
you never played Championship Manager.
I've managed Brazil before on Football Manager.
Right, Luke, what about this then? Leeds Champions League final. You're against Leeds in the Champions League final.
Nah, Leeds can win that one. Not a chance of it. Not a chance of Leeds could have that one.
See what I mean? There's no way to go.
No, but I think I don't. What do you guys think? Your club and your country, is it different or not? Because it's different to me.
Yeah,
I'm more Leeds than I am England. So.
Player, right.
Yeah.
Well,
I
love Italy as much as City. Me, like,
yeah,
I've seen Italy win the World Cup in 2006, so I was buzzing. I just need City to win the Champions League, and I've seen everything then. But
yeah, I think
that feeling when I think Italy and nation, I think that's what players. That's what it is. It's a whole nation. I think that's what you want to be a footballer for, not to play for the biggest club in the world. Get that, but it's to represent your country at the biggest stage.
Yeah.
You ask Harry Kane or something now, what do you want? A Premier League medal or a World Cup medal? They say World Cup medal does not.
Some players don't say that, do they? Some players don't say that.
No.
Some players do say they prefer.
Do you know what I mean? You probably ask, maybe, I don't know, Beckham and all that. Like, would you swap your Premier League medal?
Beckham was more Man United. I remember watching an interview with him, and he said he was more prouder to captain Man United than he was England.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like Messi would snap your hand off in a heartbeat.
Yeah, he would. Yeah,
Messi would. Ballon d'Ors. He would swap all the Ballon d'Ors, everything, just for one World Cup. He would.
Look crazy, man. It's big. It's massive.
It makes you look like when you talk about Pele, Maradona, you don't talk about what they did for the club. You talk about what they did for the country.
Yeah,
like Brazil, Argentina. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what it's about. It's a great achievement.
That's why I don't see it. That's why I don't see some. I can't see how Fabio Capello could ever manage England and try and beat Italy in a World Cup final.
Sven as well. There's Sven.
Yeah, I don't see. Come on, Sven. That's even worse. Sweden.
We used to always draw with them though, so I think he did like flop them games. We used to always draw.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, but then it goes like this. It's like. Then it goes with players like Sterling was born in Jamaica, was brought up there.
Laporte as well.
Yeah.
He's gone to Spain.
Where do you go with that? Like, what do you think about that? Players who are not from that country, why is it different?
That lad who played for Germany, that young lad who played for Germany, was in England under 21s and stuff, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, but that by you also, yeah.
No, but they're not doing it for the home nation. They're just doing it playing the World Cup. They're just doing
like,
it.
Laporte was born in French. What if he played? What's the France and Spain final? I don't know if it can be, but what if it happened and Laporte scored against?
He feels affiliated with Spain. That's why. But Fabio Capello and Sven, they don't feel any sort of way about England losing a World Cup final. They just think it's a job.
Yeah, it is a job. Yeah.
It's a job. Whereas if you had an English manager, that you want to win that with anything you like, with everything you put anything into it. Whereas it's just a job to you, isn't it? Oh, we lost. Right, we'll try again next time. Whereas if you're from that home country, I feel like you try more, you try harder. I feel like there's a slight interest to
that.
Fair. Martinez for Belgium. He's Spanish.
Yeah.
Is he?
Again.
I'm just going through them now to see if there's many. There's not many, to be fair. I thought there'd be a lot more, but there's not many.
I don't know.
Capello was in charge of Russia as well.
Yeah, makes no sense.
He loves it, Capello, doesn't he?
In this Euros?
No. 2014.
Oh.
And Sven was manager of Ivory Coast as well. So he loves moving.
Yeah, he does love a good international job, doesn't he?
Klinsmann was at USA.
I don't know.
Would you accept Joachim Low, a German, as an English manager?
No, I don't know. It's hard to see you don't rate him because he has won the World Cup in Euros and stuff, but they really flopped recently, haven't they, Germany?
Yeah, but you with internationally, you can only go with what you're given, aren't you? It's not like you can buy players from everywhere. You only he had to get players back from retirement. That's how bad Germany is. Germans players.
I think they should make this Euro tournament bigger instead of making the 13 going through. Make another group so it's just the top two what go through. Make it more.
I agree.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah.
can't be having like Portugal winning it again, coming third again, and like you can't.
Portugal, Belgium next to, isn't it? That is a game.
Whoever plays Italy or Austria.
Yeah.
To be fair though, I like the way the final day went, because all three teams had an opportunity of going through because of it.
Yeah, brilliant to watch that, to be fair. That was really good to watch.
It did make it a bit better, because usually whoever's at the bottom doesn't even try. And then, because they haven't got a chance of getting through, they just don't bother in the last game. But now, every game, like, teams tried. Every game, like Scotland tried. I know they flopped in the end, but they still thought they had the opportunity to get through. That's third best team.
I just don't think it works, me, like, because it gets filtered down. Like, you get teams like Switzerland and all that still in it, and
yeah,
it should be packed up by now and all. Like, you get like Wales in it and that.
The quarterfinals is going to be the good one. That's when all the good teams are going to be left in it, I think. Quarterfinals.
There might be a couple of shots, though. There might be a couple of shots.
I can't believe Denmark got through. They lost 2 and still finished second.
Yeah.
That's
crazy, isn't it? Spain as well. Spain last game turned up 5-0.
Yeah, but that was awful. What was that goalkeeper doing?
Yeah, De Bruyne. Mad.
What was he doing? Sorry, but that is like FIFA. That's something you see on FIFA.
So what do you guys think to who's going to go through? Wales, Denmark? Who are you backing?
Denmark, just for Ericsson.
I think Wales, you know.
I'm on the fence, but I do fancy Denmark because I think that Poulsen are scoring now. He's finding his boots in there. I think just Wales. I think they use all the energy like to get through. Really, like I don't think Bale does anything really.
Yeah, he's
like
not
Ramsey and all that. I think Denmark overall they're more of a fighter than England, than Wales, should I say?
Yeah.
So I think Denmark might just edge through.
I fancy Wales, to be fair. Italy, Austria. Easy one.
Don't ask me.
No, I think Italy will go through.
Yeah, should do, shouldn't they?
Yeah, the strongest team in the tournament at the minute.
Don't curse us, man.
Netherlands, Czech Republic.
Come on.
All right, Nissi. All right, I'll return the favour. Netherlands.
Yeah, I think Netherlands. Belgium, Portugal. That's a really good game, I think.
I say Belgium.
I can see Portugal. I just got feeling that
Portugal. See the way De Bruyne looks in the mood this time. De Bruyne, Lukaku, them two look in the mood.
It's Ronaldo for me.
He's just different level, isn't he?
Like, how can you have 6 shots in the tournament and 5 goals? Like, what?
No.
The guy carries the whole team.
Yeah, but look at De Bruyne now. Look at De Bruyne. He's found his feet. He's come back. He's not even fit yet. Not played since the Champions League finals. Come back and look at Lukaku. He's assisting him like there's no tomorrow. Even Lukaku rates him, saying he's a machine. Them two have got an understanding. Lukaku's on it. He's got the power. And the thing, like, Diaz, he's been awful this tournament for Portugal, Ruben Diaz.
Yeah, I think a lot more.
I think he's knackered.
Fernandes hasn't really turned up, has he?
Yeah.
No, but I think Belgium are doing the mood. I think they can do it, really. I think they've got the better players.
Yeah. Same.
Croatia, Spain.
I think that's got penalties written all over that for some.
Both are finding the feet, though. I think both are finding the feet a little bit out there. Like, both are starting to 3-1 and 5-0.
I think if they let Luka Modric control that, midfield, they're finished. They need to get on him.
Yeah.
France, Switzerland.
Feels like for the Swiss, but yeah, it's gonna be France.
You
should be France, shouldn't it?
But like, I seen France drawn with Hungary, so I'm not going to say France.
That's true.
Nah, like this tournament, you don't know. Like you would never. If that was someone else who drew with Hungary, you think, oh my god, but I don't know.
Hungary being on fire.
I expect France to win. I expect France to win. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think it'd be easy for them.
Yeah.
Sweden, Ukraine. You gonna return the favour for me or what?
Yeah, because you got Shevchenko. You got Shevchenko. You got one.
He's manager, isn't he? Go on, boy.
Yeah, go on in Ukraine.
I think Sweden, to be fair.
Oh my God.
They're playing well, to be fair, Sweden. Like, they are playing well.
Yeah, but weren't they lucky the other day? Weren't they like 2-0 up and the team?
Yeah, they won 3. They literally won it last minute. That last kick of the game, they won.
Good game, that's all.
That could have went either way. That if they would have lost, would they have been out?
No, they were already qualified before game.
Oh, right.
They just decided to knock Poland out.
Yeah. And then England, Germany.
Oh, Germany.
Germany.
Yeah, sorry, Germany.
If England play 3 at the back, England did they start playing that 4 rubbish in Germany?
That 4 rubbish. I'm gonna say 2-1 to England.
I think it's gonna go penalties, and I think
England are gonna score 2 in one game.
Yes,
no, but Hummels will score an own goal, and then
that makes sense.
Yeah. We're not going to score 2. Harry Kane's going to score last minute. You watch.
Harry Kane.
Yeah, it's going to hit him on his head. He's going to just whack him on the head like that, and he's going to fly in. He won't know anything about it.
He has to score only like
5-1. It's going to be 5-1 to England.
Yeah, Emil Heskey's going to come off bench and score. And then, do you want to touch on last bit, just the UEFA away goal rule? So it's been taken out. What do you think?
I don't know how I feel about it. You know, I don't like. Sort of like glad because it was an annoying rule, but then I think it did make games really exciting. Sometimes.
Yeah, more tactical, wasn't it? Type thing.
But it wasn't. It wasn't. It's not really needed. It's not needed in terms of like. Especially now with COVID, like there was no away advantage, home advantage. Yeah. So I don't know. I
don't believe in it. I mean, I think you should leave it as it is. Look how many great Champions League nights you've had for away goals and how many great memories of games you've had for it. Now all that's gone. So basically, like, say United play Real Madrid, at the Bernabeu, and they beat you 4-3, but you got them 3 goals at the Bernabeu, then you beat them 1-0 at your ground. You're not through. That is going to extra time or penalties because there's no such thing as away goals. And that is bad. So what is the point of you going over there to do that?
Yeah,
true. So it's going to take the fun out of the game.
It was a bit like tactical as well, where you'd go to the away ground and be like, right, we need to just score a goal. We just need to score a goal, and then we can take a goal back to our place. Like, do you know what I mean? So it does take that away a little bit, I think.
It takes the fun out of it. It's like you go to the Bernabeu or Nou Camp, you score 3 goals away from your ground, and then you win 1-0 at home, but you're still not going through. You're like, hold on a minute, this doesn't work. Yeah, they beat us 4-3 at the Nou Camp, but we got 3 goals away and we've beaten 1-0 at our ground. So that's 4-all on aggregate. I get that, but you should be free by merit because you went away from home and done your job. They come to your ground, not even scored, you beat them 1-0. And you go and you can go through, like, you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. I think that didn't need changing. The whole format needed changing, but not the away goals.
Yeah, true. They want it long. The game's going to be a lot longer. I think it's going to be a lot longer. The game because
now you can go. Now you just think, I don't need to go to Anfield and get a goal. I can just defend all game.
Yeah.
You're going to get teams away from home now just sitting up camp, literally, not even moving because it don't matter about away goals.
Yeah, true, yeah.
It doesn't really matter. Like, but look how many great games you've seen in the Champions League where away goals matter and how it counts and all in games.
Yeah.
Like the Roma-Barcelona one not long ago, the Liverpool-Barca one, all that's going to go now. You're not going to see great games like that again. Away goals is mint. I love the away goal rule.
It's good. I think it's good how you work it out as well. Like, you know, when you're like 60 minutes into the second game, you're like, oh, well, if they do this, then we do that. And then, do you know what I mean?
That's what I mean. It's good.
Yeah.
Football manager will never be the same.
You can't score with your right foot now. That's what they're going to say next. You can't score with your right foot. They're just changing rules all the time. It's just weird.
Just feels a bit of a little rule that didn't really need to be changed. Just feels a bit.
It's getting too political, like football. They're letting bigger heads control it. Do you know what I mean? It's not for fans anymore. They don't even ask the fans how do you feel about this, or they just do what they want.
It's all about
just carry on
rights.
paying your money. Who wants to go and watch it? All right, it's good to go to them stadium, but who wants to go to a away Champions League game in a knockout now? Who? Knowing that if you score away, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
It's pointless now. You can draw 4-4 away, draw 0-0 at your ground, and it goes to like penalties, like extra time. Like, no, I've just scored 4 away. They come to our ground, not even got 1, and you're giving them that right to think that they can still go through. I don't agree with it, me. I'm sorry. I can't get my head around it.
No, I just feel like it's a bit of a rule that didn't really need to be touched, and there's a bigger fish to fry, really, isn't there?
Yeah, definitely. That's what I think. I think out of all the rules you wanted to change, that's not the one that needed changing.
Yeah.
There's a lot more that need changing in football, but money talks.
Yeah.
Money talks.
Well, thanks guys for coming on, and thanks everyone for watching. Please like, subscribe, and click that notification button. And I think last up, we just need to finish off that it's coming on.
It is indeed. It is indeed.
Cheers, guys.